I gotta take you home. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. As y'all hear, I came in with that gospel background, you know, make you clap your hand, make you stomp your feet, get the tambourine, the church tambourine, lady shaking the tambourine. But that was a song called Take You Home by Anthony Hamilton off of his new album that he released last week Friday, called What I'm Feeling. I've done so many I did so many videos about the songs that he brought out, like Save Me, Amen, and then What I'm Feeling with his background singers. And What I'm Feeling, if you love soul, you love real R&B music, you want to hear some singing, you want to hear some gospel background, you want to hear some backwoods catfish cooking, fried chicken cooking, backwoods singing, you need to get this album. He didn't disappoint to me. Like, I love the album. You know, I've been living with it for a week, so, you know, I've really been, like, finding more songs that I'm really enjoying more than I did with the first one. But the first spin when I heard it, but when I first heard it, I was like, Anthony, you did your thing. He got songs like No Shame, Ain't No Shame, I Want You, which is a mad sexy song. You will have a couple of babies off that if you put that on the playlist. Watch yourself, y'all. Walk in My Shoes, and my favorite will always be Take You Home because of the gospel background that he has on it, and it is amazing. Like I said, you know, this is the type of singing I want to hear on mainstream radio. I want this kind of singing, y'all. And I don't want the BS. And Anthony Hamilton brings that real soul singing that I would love to hear on mainstream radio again. So definitely, you guys, go support What I'm Feeling. Support Anthony Hamilton. Let's get him on mainstream radio. Let's let him get played on mainstream radio so, you know, this generation can know what real singing sounds like. So that's Anthony Hamilton. The next artist I'm going to play, she came out the same day Anthony Hamilton came out. I talked about her songs, and I'm going to actually play my favorite song from the album. And this is it, and it's called Nightstand. Excuse my behavior. Can I get back the fucks that I gave you? Love that joint. She came in on that. But she just came out with a solid album with more issues than Vogue. That, you know, I talked about her song Time Ain't You. Is it Not a Little Bit? Yes, Not a Little Bit. And I'm starting to really enjoy Mindful too. At first, I wasn't really a fan of it. But now that I've been listening to the album and I've been living with it, I'm starting to grow and I'm starting to love Mindful. But I'm loving this K. Michelle album. One thing I love about K is, like, every album since Rebellious Soul, she grew. Like, Rebellious Soul, it was ratchet that we knew about her. She was singing about Coochie on that album. It was ratchet, but K. Michelle was giving us still soul. And then she moved on to Anybody Wanna Buy a Heart, which was a little bit, she grew as an artist. It was a little bit more mainstreamish, songs that can get played on mainstream radio, even though VSOP is a banging record. But then on Anybody Wanna Buy a Heart, Love 'Em All, that I thought was a commercial single. When I heard it, I said, oh, K. Michelle's taking a different route. I figured it could be played on Top 40 radio, but she didn't get the respect she deserved. But Anybody Wanna Buy a Heart was dope. And then when she came out with More Issues Than Vogue, and I saw what she was standing for, which that's what I stand for with R&B music. Let real R&B music show through. Don't let what mainstream try to say is R&B and it really isn't, or the artist they try to say that's R&B really isn't. So when she came out with this, and when I heard Not a Little Bit, I said, yo, I'm loving it. Then she came with Time. One thing I like, she didn't lose, you know, she didn't make us, you know, she didn't lose what we loved about her. We love a little ratchet from K. Michelle, you know what I mean? And she kept it there, but she gave us some country on this album. She gave us some hip-hop. She, of course, gave us some soul. And and she gave us a pop. you know, but what I really like is you can tell a lot of K. Michelle's influences is on this album. Like, you know, she's from Memphis, so of course she loves country music. And, you know, she did a pop record with Jason Derulo that I really like. So, you know, this album, please support K. Michelle. You know, that joint in the back rocks, because this is Nightstand, and it's another beat on it, and it kind of makes you want to rock a little bit. So, you know, like this song, Nightstand, If It Isn't Love, Rich, that I like with Trina, Make a Bed with Jason Derulo, but like I said, Nightstand is my favorite joint off this record. She bodied it. It's amazing. So I want y'all to support Anthony Hamilton, support K. Michelle. They got good albums. Let's get good songs on mainstream radio and support these two artists because I really enjoy their albums. So, as y'all see, I'm talking about real singing, and this R&B video is going to be about some singing brothers and sisters on this one. So, what I'm going to do is, the first one I'm going to start with is my girl Fantasia. I'm sorry, y'all. We raw. I done had 2 shots before this, but it's all good. No time for it. She came out with that maybe about 2 months ago, and I did a video about it. I enjoyed it, and if you don't know it, I give y'all a little sample of it, and it goes like this. Got no time for it. So when I heard that, I saw where Fantasia wanted to go. She wanted to take more of that commercial route, but still sing on it. And this as the first single, I was rocking with it. I was like, it's simple. It can make that top 40 radio, which can get her more buzz and get this album rocking or whatever. But it's climbing on AC, which is cool. She's getting played on AC radio, so support this. But you know, I was seeing that a lot of people was giving her flack for it because they said it was too simple. They don't think it was the Tasia, and they was just like, but I'm like, with mainstream radio, the chorus has to be catchy. And with a song like this, it's very catchy. I no time for it. Like, it's very catchy. And you're going to tell me how it is? There's no time for it. So I was like, yo, this is good, but a lot of people was giving her flack. So Fantasia did a live acoustic version for it. She just came out with the video like maybe 2 days ago. And Tasia had to let everybody know, look, y'all might think this song is simple, but I'm going to still bring y'all the vocals on the acoustic version. Now, I don't know if it's on iTunes yet, and hey, it might not be, but hey, mainstream radio, put this on. Like, the girl is singing, and this is what I want on mainstream radio as representing R&B, not this BS auto-tune dudes and females that cannot sing, and y'all can take that shade any way you want. But this is No Time For It, the acoustic version, and it goes like this. No time for it, yeah. You wanna tell me how you feel, no time for it. Do you think it should change by the way? Don't you think I'm a kid cause I'm not? I got my mind on my money and if it don't really matter, I got no time for it. Ooh. Come on, Tasia. You better sing, Tasia. So Tasia was like, those are for all the people that try to call this song corny and think I ain't singing on it. I'm giving y'all some vocals on this. So, No Time For It. Y'all, if y'all don't have the first version that I played, please go support this record. It can make top 40 radio, and that song is definitely a crossover type of record. So support Fantasia. I don't know when the album is coming out, but I know she got Ron Fair with her, and Ron Fair, that's a good move. That's a good move. He kind of knows what can get into top 40, you know what I'm saying, and kind of get her rolling. So that's a good thing. I see where she's at. She got new management. She got Ron Fair behind. So Fantasia, we pulling for you. So y'all go support No Time For It. So the next singer is underrated, and that her name is KeKe Wyatt. Now, I love when KeKe sings because that girl takes you to church every time she sings. Like Fantasia do, but KeKe, like, yo, I remember when My First Love with her and Avant came out, it was like you didn't even care about Avant anymore. Like, no disrespect to Avant, but you paid more attention to KeKe, because it was like, yo, this girl is blowing. Like, she blows. And then she did the Nothing in This World with him. It was like, and then You and I love, oh, baby. Like, I love when KeKe do that. Oh, I actually sounded alright, hopefully. But, you know, I love KeKe. Like, I love her to death. And, like, y'all, go check some of her live performances on YouTube. You will get your total life. Like, she did, she was, I guess, finishing the show, and she was backstage, and she was changing. She was singing His Eyes on a Sparrow. KeKe made it look so, like, she made it look so easy. Like, she was putting on her shoe and hitting notes, and I was sitting there at my computer about to cry and, you know, about the tears about to come run down. I was about to, like, go crazy, and she was making it look so easy. And it's like, yo, this girl has such a gift. But I know R&B Divas kind of made her look a little crazy, you know what I'm saying, because everybody seems like they know KeKe from doing the duets with Avant or the girl that stabbed her husband. And KeKe is so much more than that. That girl can really sing her face off. So if you want to know really how KeKe sound live, go on YouTube and click in KeKe Wyatt live performances and just check it out and see it for yourself. And but she has a new single coming out off her new album, Rated Love. Now, when I heard the first song, it's sexy, so it's a sexy type of record. So, you know, I was like, okay, KeKe, I can rock with this. But then the second single, Love Me, when I heard it, I was like, okay, KeKe, I can rock to this. And I was, at first, when I heard it, it was like, yo, when I heard the beat, I was like, who the heck is this? And then when I heard that voice, I was like, oh, that's KeKe. And after a couple of times, I was like, yeah, KeKe, you got me, girl. And I went right on iTunes, and I you know, I lost train of thought with y'all. Like, I be so in the moment, like I lose the train of thought with y'all. I went right on iTunes and I purchased the album. I pre-ordered it on iTunes. So, you know, I was like, I like supporting R&B artists that can really sing. And yes, that's shade to whatever. But, you know, after that, I was like, KeKe, girl, you got me. And to me, it got a little, make you want to whine a little bit. And this is called Love Me. And it goes like this, people. And we gonna go like this. Love me. So, yes. So, her album, Rated Love, comes out April the 22nd. Please support KeKe. You know, I would like to see KeKe get like a huge, big album, and everybody can know her because this girl has such a beautiful voice. So, KeKe Wyatt, Love Me. Check that out. The next artist is actually a new artist that I discovered. And, you know, how I discovered this artist was, you know, since everybody kind of comes to my website, juniorsworldofsoul.com, and people send me stuff, and it's like, you know, people are like, yo, listen to my music, blah, 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 but somebody actually sent me, like, his SoundCloud, and I said, who is this? Like, I don't know who this is, and let me tell you something, I was blown away. His name is JeRonelle Mcghee. Like, this guy sings his face off. Now, you know, I was talking to, you know, my brother Sin. What's up, Sin? You know, I had to talk about you in this video, bro. But, we was trying to figure out what sound he has because he can sing. Like, he can sing. Like, to me, I said he's like a mixture of a Donny Hathaway, Daryl Coley, and a Brandy, because with his vocal runs, like, those vocal runs is crazy. And then Sid was like, well, maybe I get a little bit of a Brian McKnight from him. And I was like, yo, you might be right. I was like, you might be right. Like, I can rock with that. So, you know, I don't know too much about him. I'm just starting to get on his music and things like that. So, when I heard You Just Don't Care, It was amazing. And like now I've been on that song for like a week. Like, because I'm like catching like the vocal runs that he does. It's just like, who, what? Like, he is young, and this is what I like. There's no auto-tune, there's no nothing. This is pure, and it's just singing. And I really want this guy to get some shine. I want y'all to check him out. But I'm going to give you his single, You Just Don't Care. And it goes a little something like this. And I'm going to go to my part where he really goes off, so.
But I promise to God that I won't give up, no. See, I just wanna love you, but you say that isn't enough, because you just don't care anymore, no.
Yes! Woo! You see that vocal run that boy is doing? Crazy. So, of course, when I was like, okay, this JeRonelle, I gotta find him. Like, I went online, I was like, I know he had to do a live performance of this song. He just did a live performance of this song literally 2 weeks ago in New York. And let me tell y'all, he went in. Like, I watched that performance so many times. Like, I had to download it as an MP3 and put it on my computer, because that's how good he sounds. Like, this is pure singing, and this is what I like, and I love it. So here is the live version of You Just Don't Care. And I go like this. Just go to the part where he really goes in, and that's I started right here.
Tell me, baby, do you care for me anymore? Anymore, baby, no. I have tried to keep you from walking. Don't leave me, baby, don't leave me now. You just don't care anymore.
Enough. That's enough. That boy hit that, and it made it so smooth and so easy. JeRonelle, check him out. He has a SoundCloud. I'm going to put it in the more info box. He has an EP, and I think it's called JeRonelle 2014-2015 Volume 1, if I'm not mistaken. Please check this brother out. We need real singing. This is what I'm stressing in my current R&B videos. We need singing. I just had a big conversation with my brother Results, and we was talking, and you know how every different genre has their person. So when you talk about pop music, you say, okay, who's running it? You say Rihanna, you say Beyonce, you say, you know, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. When you talk about hip-hop, you can say, and this is mainstream, you can talk about J. Cole, you can talk about Drake, and you can talk about, who else? You can talk about J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake with hip-hop. Then, when you talk about different genres, especially you have those top people when you talk about in R&B. But when you talk, solely wrong, but y'all know what I'm saying. But when you talk about R&B music, you don't have that mainstream where we can be like, yo, these dudes or females is really representing for mainstream R&B. And it's like we don't have that. And it sucks. And that's why some people like JeRonelle Mcghee can be the type. He's young. We need some young singers that really have the real singing talent. Not no auto-tune foolishness. So please check this guy out, y'all. He can sing his face off. Check out his EP. Like I said, I'm gonna put everything in the more info box. Please, JeRonelle Mcghee. Woo, I am like blown away by your voice, brother. I had to talk about you in this video. So the songs that I talked about was Fantasia's No Time For It, both the regular version and the acoustic version. KeKe Wyatt with Love Me. Her album Rated Love will come out April the 22nd. And JeRonelle Mcghee with You Just Don't Care, and his EP, actually, JeRonelle 2014-2015 Volume 1. So those are the R&B joints. Please, y'all, support R&B music. I'm going to continue to keep doing these videos to bring y'all to your face what mainstream is not trying to bring to y'all, and what record labels and not backing real R&B music. So I'm going to continue to bring it to y'all. And since we're going to talk about some singers, you know what I'm saying, I figured I will end the video with talking about my favorite singer of all time. My favorite singer of all time is Miss Gladys Knight. Like, I love her. I remember when I heard her voice at 6 years old, I heard her sing Neither One of Us, and I said, Ma, that is my favorite singer. I love her. And my mom, that's actually my mom's favorite singer as well. But Gladys don't got to do all these runs, nothing. It's just so, oh my God, like, she don't have to do all this, like, vocal runs. Gladys never been that type. She just sings. And that's it, and I love it. So I'm going to go out to one of my favorite songs from Gladys Knight is I Don't Want to Do Wrong. And they were on Motown during this time. And let me tell you something, she bodies it, and I love it. So I'm going to end it like this. Alright, y'all. Peace.